Welcome dear students to the Android project videos for the lab. So in this we are going to discuss about the fifth assignment, that is develop an application to illustrate the web view. So basically it deals with how you're going to present or how you can uh, display a web page on our Android app or the Android application. So let us understand the basic concept of it. So consider that this is your Android layout, the outer one that I have shown. This is your Android layout, and on this layout, like we have already created some text views, or we have already displayed some list menus, and so on. So that is related to that application. Now, if I want to display a URL, or suppose say that I have a button on my Android application, and the moment I click on this button, a URL should open. So basically, this web view allows us to display the web content, or by clicking on a particular link, it should go to that particular website, and you can search it, or you can uh, view any information present on that particular link. So our objective is to uh, use this web view, like we have a text view and button. So these all are the views. So similarly, web view is also uh, basically is a class that can extend the Android's view class. So by using that, we can design this. Now let us go ahead with the uh, coding part. So we'll go to file, new, and click on new project, and say click on empty activity, then say next. Now here we'll give the name, that is lab termwork 5, and this version you will be keeping it as it is, and say finish. So the files are getting loaded. So by default, we always get to the main activity.java, and we'll be having this predefined method, that is on create. And this method will basically tell us uh, where you are going to initialize your activity. So to initialize your activity, we require this on create method, and we need to override this. So this basically this saved instance will tell if already if you have saved the previous information, and when you roll back, and if you want to uh, uh, get the same information, for that it will use this saved instance. So it is an object of bundle class, where if the previously saved information has to be reloaded. So, or for example, if you made some changes to vertical or horizontal, and if that has to be applied again, for that we use this on create method, that is to be overridden. And this set content view, uh, it is basically used for defining the UI, or declaring the user interface, we can see. For that we use this set content view. So you are telling that whenever the activity is loaded, or when you launch the application, from this current activity I should start, or from where my application should begin. So that will be indicated by this set content view. So it will be present in resource and layout and activity main. So if you go to this resource, here you can see that resource, layout, and activity main. So it is, you are just giving the name of the XML file. Our XML file will be always activity underscore main dot XML. So that will be present here. Now if we go to this, activity main dot XML, go to the designing part, by default we'll be having this text view, but for this we do not require this, so just you need to remove this text view, and by default it will be a constraint layout, and we'll make it as the linear layout. And we'll set some properties for the layout width and height will be same, and then we'll say Android gravity as center, and then orientation will keep it as vertical. And then this is about the linear layout. Now as we have used this buttons or text view, similarly we are going to use this web view. So to use that web view, you can type this command web view, and you can give the width and height as match parent, and you can close this. And for this we can give a ID. So here we'll give the ID, give the ID as web view 1 as your ID. So when you want to access this web view element inside your Java class, so you need to fetch it by this ID that we have specified here. So only this will be the designing part, and then you will be going to the main activity.java. So now in this, we need to create the object for this uh, web view class. So we will create a object first, and then we can access that. So inside this public class, we'll create this web view, my web view, you can say. So we are just creating an object of web view class, and the code you want to write here is very simple. So you need to just keep this contents as it is. You first need to access this. So you'll take this object, my web view, that's equal to web view, and find view by ID. So this is the reference for the XML element, that is the web view that we have designed here. Uh, Thus you need to access that element in the Java class. So I'll take this find view by ID, r dot id dot web view. So the XML information that we have given there, I mean the ID that we have given in the XML, so that has to be fetched here. Once this is fetched, now the next thing we are going to do is we need to load the URL. So we'll take this object, and it provides a method called as load URL. So we'll use this load URL method, and then we'll use this HTTPS. Any web URL you can load it here, but you should preferably use HTTPS instead of HTTP, because in some of the versions HTTP colon will not work. So you always better to use this HTTPS. Double slash will use google.com, then complete it. So this is the code that you need to write in this main activity.java. So just you need to create a object for the web view, and once the object is created, you need to fetch the ID that we have given in the XML file by using this find view by ID. And for this object that we have created, uh, you need to use this method, that is load URL. So this will basically load the URL that you are going to pass. I mean, the URL will be passed as an argument to this function, that is for the load URL. Now we are done with the coding part for this. The important thing is now we want to have the internet connection. Basically, when you are launching the activity, internet connection will not be there. So for this particular application, we want to have the internet connection. The first thing that you need to check is whether you have got internet connection or no. Once the internet connection is available, then you need to go to this manifest folder, and here you need to open this Android manifest.xml file, and here you need to give the one important extension that you need to use so that the internet permission is allowed. So for that you need to type this attribute, that is users permission Android name internet permission dot internet. So this you need to use it. So this is the most important thing. Even if you have written the code properly, but if you are not given the permission, then your web application will not be launched inside the Android application. So whenever you want to include the web information or you want to display a web page, then you need to use the web view basically, and then you need to use this permission. So these are the two important things that you need to do in your program. Now we'll run this program. So run the app. It will take a while depending on the internet. So speed, it depends on the internet speed. Now you can see that the URL that we have specified has been loaded here, that is google.com. If you want to load any other website directly, you can give that, so that uh, particular website will be open. So now here we are given the google.com. So here, as we said, WebView allow us to search any information on the internet or to go to any particular website. So I can just type hello world in Android. So you can click on these links and you can come back. It depends on the internet speed. So if you want to come back, so you can come back to the previous section. So that's all we have in this video. So important things that you need to remember is you need to use this, you need to create a object for the WebView class, and you need to fetch it by using this XML ID that you have given it for the WebView, and then you need to use this load URL method. And in the activity main class, you need to change this constraint view into linear layout, and text view by default that we get once the once we create the application, so that text view has to be removed, and you can use this web view and give a proper ID for this, and the layout width and layout height can be match parent, and then the important thing that you need to make to get the internet connection is permissions you need to give for the internet. That's all we have in this section. Thank you all.